Monday morning, and I'm asking a lot. It's not Monday. Oh, it is a Tuesday. See, you guys should be perfect. And I hope that you've heard this before. You guys gotta move. Here we go. Get ready.
This is something new. The Casper Slide Party. To the right now. To the left. Take it back. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross.
All right, so we just did the cha-cha slide, right? Everybody got moving, okay? In the cha-cha slide, well, I had to know how to count, right? I had to count my stomps, count 1, 2, up to 5. That was a big one, right? We can all do that, right? Okay. We had to slide to the left, and we had to slide to the right, correct? Yeah. Okay. That's all we're asking you to do today. You have to be able to count. You have to be able to slide to the left and slide to the right. Can we handle it?
Yeah.
All right. Not so bad, right?
Right.
So, on Friday, we talked about conversions, right? We talked about metric units. We talked about centimeters, millimeters, kilometers, all of those, right? Today we're going to talk about how to convert between units. So if I have 100 centimeters, how many kilometers would that be? And we're going to show you a real easy way to do that. And all you have to know how to do is count and slide. Okay? I'm going to hand out, here's your little cheat sheet. So what you're going to need out first is your notebook, your science notebook. And I will give each person one of these. I'd like you to open to the next blank page. So I want nothing on the page. Everybody's starting with a blank page. And I would like the date at the top, which, believe it or not, it's 10/1/13. And you can title it Metric Conversions. And then I'm going to give you this little quarter sheet and a glue stick. 1 glue stick per partnership. You're going to glue this down in your notebook. All right. Everybody has this in front of them, right? These are the steps we're going to take in order to convert between metric units. Now today, the metric units we're going to talk about are length. So what is the metric unit for length? We talked about it on Thursday or Friday. You put it in your notes. Loretta? Yeah, centimeters, and the base unit would be, you put it on your chart. Meter, good job, meters. Okay, so meters is the metric unit we're using for length. So when we're converting today, it's going to be metric unit of length, which is meters. Now, on your paper, the little sheet of paper, looks like stairs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the very first unit that we have on there says kilo, right? Now, since I said my metric unit is meters, kilo actually stands for kilometer or kilometer, right? The next step down I have is hectometer. Then I step down to decameter. Then I step down to, who knows?
Meter.
Meter. Good job. You are right. It could be meters, liters, or grams. However, today we're only talking length, so it's going to be meters. Next comes, I hear someone saying it. Go ahead.
Decimeters.
Good. Decimeters. Whoa, that doesn't look like a D. Try that again. Then, everybody?
Centimeters.
And lastly,
Millimeters.
okay. So I have all my units up here. Now, I don't know about you, but I have a real hard time remembering that it starts with kilometer, then it goes to hectometer, decameter, meter, decimeter, centimeter, millimeter. It's kind of hard for me to remember the order of that. Which one is bigger, which one is smaller? Of these units here, which one is the biggest unit, representing the biggest or the longest length?
Kilometer.
Good, kilometer, and that makes my smallest, everybody, millimeter. A millimeter is just a little teeny tiny length, right? In order to remember this, I'm going to give you a mnemonic device. Well, anybody know what a mnemonic device is? Remember. Savannah.
Like words for each of the first letter.
Perfect. Words that represent the first letter of each of these that are going to help you remember the order. So are you ready for the mnemonic device we're going to learn today?
Yeah.
All right, I want you to picture in your head a kangaroo. Okay, we have a kangaroo. That's my K. Kangaroos. Now he's hopping. Everybody got the picture in their head? The kangaroos hop. Got it? Decameter is down. Here goes my kangaroo. He's hopping down mountains. Kangaroos hop down mountains. Everybody say it.
Kangaroos hop down mountains.
Decimeter, drinking. Chocolate. And many of you guessed it,
Milk.
milk. So, you got the picture? I tried looking up on the internet a picture for you so you could put that picture in your head. Amazingly, I could not find any kangaroos drinking chocolate milk. But I tried. So you guys have to put your own picture in your head of a kangaroo hopping down mountains drinking chocolate milk. 3.7. What unit is this, everybody? Meters. Good. I should put my abbreviations up here to help you. My abbreviation for decimeter? B what? Thank you. Abbreviation for centimeter?
Yeah.
Millimeter? Perfect. Decameter? D-A what? Thank you. D-A-M. It's actually 3 letters for that one. Why would my abbreviation not be D-M? Martin.
You get confused with decimeter?
Right. If this was DM, what would be the difference between decameter and decimeter? Right? We wouldn't know. So that's why we have a different abbreviation for decameter. What's my abbreviation for hectometer, everybody? HM. And kilometer? Or kilometer. Good. KM. All right. So I have 3.7 meters. And I want to know that equals how many, I'll pick centimeters. Okay. This is what I'm going to ask you to do. I always have to figure out where am I starting. So I'm starting with meters, right? And I am moving to what, everybody? Centimeters. Is that to the right or to the left? To the right. So underneath here, I'm going to draw, let me get a different color so you can see it better, an arrow this way. That tells me I'm going to move my decimal to the right. Now I have to figure out, I'm going from meter to centimeter. How many hops did I have to go? Or how many steps on your chart do I have to get down to go to centimeter? 2. So I am going to move my decimal to the right 2 spaces. So here's my decimal. Now here's my problem. I'm right here, right? 3.7. I had to move it so I don't have my label there in the way. Here's my decimal. I'm going to move it over 2 spaces, right? Here's 1, 2. And there's my decimal. Uh-oh. What am I going to do? I need to fix this. Mikey?
Add a 0.
Add a 0. Perfect. I can't just leave this decimal floating out there, right? I have to put zeros in. So my my number becomes 370. So now I know that 3.7 meters equals 370 centimeters. Do you see how all I had to do was count and slide? I'm at 3.7 meters, and I'm going over to hectometer. So, show me by pointing, is my decimal moving to the left or moving to the right? Everybody point. Left. Very good. So underneath, I'm going to draw myself an arrow just so I remember in my head. And how many steps do I have to go to get to hectometer? Show me on your fingers. Nobody say it. Show me on your fingers. How many steps do I have to go? I'm starting here. I'm ending here. Very good. I see lots of 2s. I'm going up 1, 2 steps, right? So I'm going to move my decimal 2 spaces to the left. So here's my decimal right now, right? I have it over on the side. I'm going 1, 2 spaces over. Here's where my decimal goes. Uh-oh. Yes, Justin.
You add the 0?
I have to add a 0. And just to be extra safe, what do you think I should do since I'm moving to the left? Megan, what do you think?
Add a 0 before the decimal?
Yeah, when we write decimals, I don't usually write a decimal .037, right? Because a lot of times what happens is this decimal kind of disappears. So if I put a 0 in front of it, it's 0.037 hectometers. Everybody see how all I did was slide? Let's see, 1.7 kilometers equals how many hectometers? Remember, I should see an arrow on your board for which way my decimal's moving, and a number for how many spaces, and then you should be writing it, or moving your decimal, sliding it to the left or sliding it to the right. I had to move my decimal over to the right 1 space, which made it 17 hectometers, right? I'm going to give you a challenging one, and let's see how we do. Okay. Go ahead and write 0.57 meters equals how many millimeters? You should have ended up with, I moved my decimal to the right 3 spaces, right? Which makes your number 570. You had to remove the 0 from the front and no decimal on the back.